Hi guys, welcome to Random Thoughts Thursday. My name is Maddie Kemp and welcome to my channel. So I know it's been a little bit since I've done a Random Thoughts Thursday video, but today what I'm going to do for you is give you kind of a trailer living tips video. And something that's going to be a little bit different this week is that there's another awesome YouTuber out there. Her name is Hannah Beth Virginia. She's also a barrel racer, she's a breakaway roper, and she's sharing her life through YouTube, also to kind of bring some positive light to the sport and share her journey with you guys. So she's going to give you her trailer living tips video as well, because she's currently living full-time in her trailer with her boyfriend and dogs and, you know, like all of us rodeo people do, piling everything in there. So make sure that you head over to her channel after you watch my video so you can go and watch hers and get some tips from her as well. There's going to be a link in the description of this video. So the reason we wanted to do a trailer living tips video is that it's no secret that the living quarters of most horse trailers is really not a very large space, and often there's more than one person staying in there. So for example, Cody and I spent the winter in Arizona this past year, and we lived in Cody's horse trailer, and Cody's horse trailer is a similar length short wall to mine, but has a little bit less storage, and it's really not a lot of space for that long of a time. So I'm going to share with you some of the things that made it easier on us to be living in such a small space for months on end. And no, it's not easy all the time. Sometimes you do want to kill each other, but I'll share with you some of the things that we found that made that life a little bit easier. Okay, so when you're spending a lot of time in a trailer that's really not a very big space, the best thing to do is create your living room outside. Unless you're someone who has a very large living quarters trailer or living quarters with a slide out that makes it feel a little bit roomier inside. When there's more than one or two people, it feels like a very, very small space. So we spend most of our evenings outside, would have dinner outside, things like that. And most weekends when, you know, I have friends around and we're visiting, we do spend time outside. It's just a little bit roomier, and obviously, you know, we're lucky enough to live in such a beautiful spot. Why not take it in outside? So have your living space outside. You can buy these little portable fireplaces, and they run on propane, so even when there's a fire ban, they are allowed. And then, you know, set up some chairs, and your friends are not going to judge you if you're like me and none of them match. Okay, so my next tip for you is to keep your cooking simple. This is really easy for me because I'm really not much of a cook anyway. But I like to eat relatively healthy personally. Don't get me wrong, I like my Pop-Tarts and my candy, but for the most part I like to have good meals when I'm on the road. And good doesn't necessarily have to mean fancy. And when you really have no cooking space, the simpler the better. Really handy thing to do if you're able to, set up a little table outside and get a portable barbecue. You can get them, they're really easy to pack around, and they can run on a small propane bottle, so they're really easy to set up wherever you are. That way you can do most of your cooking outside, and you can make pretty much anything on a barbecue. I'm lucky enough with this trailer actually that I have a little barbecue that hooks onto the side of my trailer and can run off of my propane lines that are already attached to the trailer for everything else. So super, super easy, really handy, and it keeps a lot of the mess out of your trailer. So if you're leaving for the weekend, it's pretty easy to prep yourself some food. So, you know, pre-cut things like that, so that you don't have to be doing that when you're on the road. However, if you're living in your trailer full time and you don't have a lot of space, you can't pre-make things as easily. So a lot of grocery stores have the option where you can actually buy pre-cut things. So you can go into the section in where all the vegetables are, for example, and if you're going to make fajitas, they'll have a fajita kit, and it's something that they cut up already for you at the grocery store. It's going to be a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it. So this is all my cooking space in my trailer. I'm lucky that this trailer's set up kind of smart in that my sink has a cutting board that goes on top of it, so that gives you a little space to work. And then I also have this that covers up my stovetop, and then that way I have a little bit more space until I need to use the stove, and ta-da! Alright, so that's the nice thing with this trailer, is that it comes with this tiny little barbecue, and it hooks right under the side of the trailer and can run off of the gas line as well. If your trailer does not have one that's built in like this, you can buy portable ones in this size. I don't know, they're really not that big, easy to pack around, and then you don't have to take up all your trailer space trying to cook. Okay, and last but not least, my last tip for you about living in the trailer is to set a laundry day and follow it. Because especially with two of us living in the trailer in the dusty desert, it's amazing how quickly your laundry is going to add up. And I found I would just work the week around knowing, okay, I usually barrel race on the weekends, my horses will get Mondays off for the most part, so that way I can do all our laundry on Monday and get rid of the mountain of laundry, because that's the thing, you don't, well, some do, I guess, but in most trailers, you're not going to have your own washer dryer system, and you're also not going to have a lot of space. So get yourself a good laundry hamper, and then just make sure to stay on a schedule with it. That's something I've learned, my disorganized self, that I needed to have a set laundry day every week. Well, thanks for watching, you guys. I hope that gives you some ideas to make use of the small space of living in a horse trailer. And if you're enjoying these videos, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, and be sure to also go over and check out Hannah Beth Virginia's channel as well. There's a link in the description of this video for her channel, and she's going to post her trailer tips for you as well. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your week.